Last week, my 15-year-old neighbor watched my dog while I was out of town. When I asked him how I could pay him, I was surprised when he said that I only had the options of cash or I could Venmo his mom. I figured there had to be some better options for a teen to manage their money. He really wanted a way where people could pay him for pet sitting that he could also use to buy Chipotle or ice cream when he went out with his friends. Venmo is very clear that you need to be 18 or you're gonna get kicked off if you lie about your age. My neighbor even had a story about a friend who did lie about his age to get a Venmo account. Someone tried to send him $100, and when he tried to get verified, he couldn't, and he ended up losing the $100. Don't mess around with lying about your age on Venmo. It's not worth it. I checked out all the other money and payment apps, and unfortunately, they all have exactly the same rules. So all of them say you have to be 18 or over, and this includes Cash App, Apple Cash, Google Pay, Snap Cash, Facebook payments, and PayPal. There is no way for anyone under 18 to use any of those apps. Thankfully, I did find one exception that is intended for teenagers. The Step app works like Venmo, but it also has a Visa card that you can use to spend your money. When a teenager signs up for the Step app, if they're under 18, they have to have a sponsor, and that's an adult who's responsible for their account. I actually signed up my daughter and I for the Step app, and we're gonna check it out, and I'll make a full review of the Step app soon, and I'll include the link here when it's done. If you wanna check out the Step app for yourself, I'm gonna include my referral link down below. If you use it, we both get $5 in our accounts. So what are some of the pros of the Step app? It's really easy to use. You can send and receive money from other people, and you also get that Visa card that you can use to spend the money in your account. And the Visa card that comes with it is actually a secured credit card, not a debit card. So the way that works is you can't spend more money than is in your account. So there's no interest, there's no debt involved in it. But whenever you use it, you're actually building up a credit history, which can be a really good thing for a teenager. There are definitely some negatives to the Step app though. It does require other people to have that app to be able to send you money. Probably the people that he's pet sitting for are not gonna have the Step app already, and they might not be too excited about signing up for a new app. As a teenager, you're also limited on the ways you can get money into the app. You can link a debit card, a bank account, or other apps like Venmo and PayPal with it, but someone under 18 probably doesn't have those things. Unfortunately, you can't deposit checks or cash into the Step account. There is one other app that might be a good option for my teenage neighbor, and that's Zelle. Now, if you download the Zelle app directly, it says you have to be over 18. But most people use Zelle through their mobile banking app, and that is dictated by the rules of the bank itself. Now, in the US, the rules vary a little bit state to state, but in general, you do have to be 18 years old to have a bank account. But there are a few banks that allow teenagers to have accounts that are joint with an adult. Sometimes the adult on the account has to be the legal parent or guardian of the child, but sometimes it can be any responsible adult. I'm working on another video about best bank accounts for teenagers, but I did find 3 good ones that had bank accounts for ages 13 and up that also allowed the use of Zelle for ages 13 and up. And that is Capital One Money account, the Chase Bank High School checking account, and the Wells Fargo Clear Access account. I'll go a lot more into detail about the pros and cons of these different accounts in my other video, but these could be some really good options for a teenager who's looking for a way to transfer money back and forth with Zelle. All right, so let's talk about some advantages of using Zelle. Well, many people already have it because it's in their mobile banking app, even if they don't realize it's already there for them. Another advantage to using Zelle is that to get it, you'd have to get a regular bank account, which comes with lots of other advantages too. You're probably gonna get a debit card, mobile banking, access to ATMs, and all those other good banking services. Some disadvantages to using Zelle. Well, it's not as commonly used as Venmo, but you can't use Venmo if you're under 18. If you're signing up for a bank account, there could also be some fees associated with maintaining that bank account. And if you use the Step app, there are 0 fees whatsoever with it. So for my teen with his pet sitting business, I think either of these options could work, although I don't think either one is completely perfect. A bank account with Zelle would allow most people to be able to pay him because they probably already have access to it. But a Step account could also be really useful. He could use it to build credit, and it could be an easy way for him to send money back and forth with other teenagers. Another nice advantage of the Step app is that his mom could link her Venmo with it. So if one of his pet sitting clients pays her Venmo, she could make a quick transfer from her Venmo into his Step account, and he could use his card to spend that money at Chipotle. When my complete review of the Step app is up, I'm going to include the link right here, so definitely check that out next.